filming this pregnancy update kind of late in the evening, so that's why the lighting isn't very good, and if you can hear crickets in the background from outside, then that's why. But let's just jump into it. As you saw in the intro, the baby is now the length of a crayon box or an avocado, so it's growing. My symptoms are finally getting better, or I guess getting better and getting worse, but mainly the nausea is going away. And I didn't really notice it until now that I sat down and kind of thought about my symptoms and what I was going to say, and I realized that the nausea is definitely going away. The headaches are still here, not as bad as they were, I think, and that might have to do with the fact that I make sure to drink more water, but I still have headaches pretty much every day. I still have like belly pains and discomfort and stuff. As I said in the last update, the big change between these two updates is that I am now married, which is fun. But on my wedding day, during the party, I had some really like odd stomach pains that I haven't had before, and they scared me. I was just walking over to the barbecue where all the food was, and all of a sudden I felt like stabbing pains in my stomach. And obviously it was not as bad as being stabbed. I've never been stabbed, but that's kind of the best way I can explain the kind of pain. Kind of felt like something sharp poking right into my belly. Lasted for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and it was very scary to me, because the pain that I feel normally, or the discomfort, is more like cramping and stuff. So that was scary, but it didn't come back, and I didn't like start bleeding or anything, so I kind of tried to let it go. And I'll go more into that kind of stuff later, but that's kind of the stomach related things. Or actually, I also have started getting the very annoying symptom of constipation this week, so yeah, yay. And also yesterday I started having a bit of pain in my right hip during the morning, and it's kind of stuck with me. I've had it today too, and it's not like I feel it all the time. It comes on when I move, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the pregnancy, but it kind of makes me start thinking of I think they're called ligament pains in English. I had them quite badly. Well, not as bad as they could be, but I did have a lot of them with Tyrion, with his pregnancy, so I'm definitely hoping that that's not what's starting, not yet at least. But that's it for symptoms, I think. I also wanted to talk about cravings. I know that I've said for most of these videos that I don't really have anything specific that I crave, and then during this week I realized that I might have something actually, and this could be something that I just want, not because of the pregnancy, but just because I kind of discovered it earlier this year. But something that I've been wanting almost every day for this summer is Thai food, and specifically one dish, because that's the main one that I've tried at our local, like, they don't just have Thai food, they have pizza and like Indian dishes and stuff too. So I'm not even sure if this is considered Thai or Indian or whatever. I think it's called Panang curry, and I just think it's so delicious, and I could eat it every day if we could afford it. So that might be a pregnancy craving, but I'm not sure. That could just be because it's new and because I discovered that I like it, so yeah. But no other cravings as far as I can think of. Back to kind of pains and worries and stuff. I was very worried about miscarriages, or having a miscarriage at the beginning of the pregnancy, since I have experienced it before. And then I kind of calmed down like around, I guess, the 12-week mark. And then I told you a couple of weeks ago, I think, that I had a dream about having a miscarriage, and that kind of set it all in motion again in my head, and I started getting worried and anxious again, and I started like looking at all my symptoms and stuff and being worried because I lost weight and I felt like my tummy wasn't growing and stuff. So I called my like midwife center, or whatever you call it, and they said that we don't have an appointment for a few weeks, but we have one with a doctor that you can have in a couple of weeks, and that was today. Well, actually that was next week, but I also had an appointment with the doctor today that I had forgotten about, because today I went to see him about getting like stronger medicine for the headaches that I was talking about before. So I went there today and I realized, whoa, wait, I have appointments 2 Tuesdays in a row. That seems a bit overkill. So we took everything and talked about everything today. So first off, I got medicine for the headaches. Hopefully I can take those on days when I really need to be like myself. Like if I have a lot of lectures and seminars and stuff in school, I can't sit with a constant headache for the entire day. So I can take those when I definitely really need them, but I'm not gonna use them every day, even though I have headaches every day. So that's one. Then we also talked about like miscarriage worries, and he is so good, that doctor. He's like, some doctors don't want to do ultrasounds because some research, as far as I understand, show that it's not very good for the baby to do them like constantly. But this doctor is like, if you're worried, I understand that you're worried because you've been going through this before, of course we're gonna check. So I didn't really even have to ask him. I didn't even have to finish the sentence, and he was like, oh, just lie down here and we'll check. So that was kind of a relief. And it was definitely a relief to see the baby moving and see the heartbeat and everything. And I didn't film it because I already knew from experience before that his ultrasound machine is crap, and it doesn't really show up anything. I didn't really even know what I was seeing. I just saw movements and I could see the heartbeat. But it was also fun because Tyrion was with me, and he asked to see the baby because he knew that we were going there to see the baby. So the doctor kind of like flipped the screen to show Tyrion, and he showed him like, here's the head and here's the legs and there's the baby moving, and it was so cool. And it's probably gonna be the only time that Tyrion sees an ultrasound of the baby, because at the normal ultrasounds, the ones that are planned, that every woman in Sweden get to do, you aren't allowed to bring siblings. You aren't allowed to bring anyone except for your partner, which I think is kind of sad and frustrating, but whatever. That's at least what the policy is at the clinic where I'll be going. So Tyrion got to see the baby, and I got to see that everything's fine, and hopefully I can start calming down again now, not have those dreams again, and not have to worry so much about it, because it takes so much energy. It's so draining to constantly like start feeling like, am I feeling pains, running to the bathroom and just expecting blood. It's not fun, and definitely not this far into the pregnancy where you kind of should be calming down about it. So yeah, that was a good experience at the doctor's office. I know that this is getting long, but I just want to talk about one more thing, and that is the fact that I worked out today. I haven't actually worked out since June 1st. I went back in my like workout app thing, and yeah, it's almost been 3 months. So that's even before I was pregnant, or at least before I found out that I was pregnant. I feel like I kind of got a cold or a flu or something at that time, and I kind of stopped working out. And then when I found out that I was pregnant, I was too scared of doing anything really, so I stopped. And I've been wanting to start again. I've just had so much nausea and stuff that I haven't like felt like it. But today I was like, I'm gonna dance. So I pulled up some dance videos on my like television on YouTube, and I danced for 25 minutes. That's all that I could muster, but that's definitely better than no minutes and no workout. So I'm very proud. I'm kind of ridiculously proud that I finally did it, and I'm hoping that I can start getting getting into a routine of working out maybe 2 or 3 times a week. We shall see, but that's kind of the goal that I have in mind, but we will see. That's all that I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry that this got so long. I'm just gonna show the belly and then we're done. So here's the belly. I'm gonna try to stand on my tippy toes so you can see. It's definitely growing bigger, and I can still suck it in, but this is pretty much as far as I get. And I definitely normally, when I'm not pregnant, I can suck it in way further. So yeah, this is the smallest it gets, and when I relax, this is kind of the biggest it gets. So that's the belly shot. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of our daily vlogs, and we will see you tomorrow. Hej då!